Hello, everybody.
Okay.
Fix your camera.
All right. I mean, it moved, but I didn't move with the other ones.
Well, it's nothing to do with you. You can't move my Discord window. Do you want me to... Oh,
no.
Is your... Okay, I'll leave it then.
Should have fixed it?
You can't... Oh, I'm so confused.
No, I'm centering me. I can do that.
You can move the black lines around your face.
Don't see any black lines around my face.
On Discord. You moving it doesn't change anything for me.
No, I'm just centering myself.
Okay. It's just because there's like weird lines, like as if the window moved, and I don't think I moved it.
Oh.
No, I was wanting to ask you if you wanted me to move your flash window so that we can't see the timeline and the grey bit.
Yeah, it would probably be better.
Yeah, I think it's changed since the last time for some reason. Let me fix it.
Nice. Yeah, it looks better. I like how I have a permanent bug on my head now.
I'll take it away eventually, and then people can spend channel points for that.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if we're gonna have the bugs in the game, but we'll try.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty of bugs.
Dancing around.
Making my life hell. Right, okay, so, Cassus, you're finishing that animation off for me today, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, literally the last time I touched it was Thursday, so I need to look at what the hell's going on now.
And I finished this animation, so I think I have to go back to a chapter 2 one.
Yeah, it's not that long.
You mean there's not much left to do?
Yes.
Is it easy for you to save out one frame, by chance?
Yes.
Can you save me one frame of it, so that I can start drawing the skeleton line down, because that's going to take me a while to do.
Oh,
So I'd prefer that.
pretty much the same as the one you already have down, though.
Oh no, that's true. Okay, never mind.
So you've done it, you just need to like tweak it.
Move bits, yeah.
It's probably still going to be an easy animation for you.
Okay.
Because it's like a big loop, but yeah, I mean, you're probably going to have to trace on top of it. Yeah, but the bulk of it is ready. I just have to go to the end in the beginning and like tie it together with the idle position.
And then hopefully you can upload it to Drive.
Yeah, that's fast.
Well, Google stuff seems to be down. Hopefully it's all back up now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that means there'd be problems with Drive or not, but you couldn't use Google Docs or Google Sheets or Gmail or YouTube apparently. It's a bit crazy.
Yeah, cray.
It's weird how much we rely on things like that, and just one needs to be down, and then you're kind of screwed. Sorry.
Remember, it was once this company I was working for, Slack was down, and I was like, what? Because it's like the same as if we would be using Discord, I guess. The equivalent.
But they worked in an office, right? Surely everyone was there, no?
They were, but they also like, as I mentioned once, they were working with like people abroad.
Okay.
But even if they were in the same office, like, yeah, I guess they use a lot of, because it's also used for like file transferring and video transferring Slack, so kind of like Discord.
Like Discord?
Kind of like Discord. You can send files on Discord, right?
Okay, yeah.
I remember one time the internet was down and they would just said they were waiting for it to be fixed and it wasn't, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll just go home." Just let people go home earlier.
Sabotage.
And once that sounds so Dutch though, but they like in the Netherlands, they're all crazy about the weather, so everyone like has an app on their phone that tells you exactly like when it's gonna rain and for how long and all that, so they know exactly like the weather. And once they told me like, at 5 o'clock there's gonna be this like big storm coming, so you'd better get out like half an hour earlier or something. So they all like left a little bit earlier just to avoid commuting in the storm, which makes a lot of sense. But I didn't expect like a working place to be doing that. That was kind of cool. Probably be like, do your work and like just like whatever, it's come back alive tomorrow. Up to you.
Right. You have a good weekend?
I went with them. I biked to my parents' place just to see them, and met with a few friends, like all of them, just like 3 of us, I guess, in the house. So I tried to keep it lockdowny. I biked, so I didn't use any public transport to like mingle with anyone. They don't have to. And then I slept a lot. Had a lot of food because it was my tea day Saturday, and I went home today and biked in the rain, but that was okay. Flashbacks from the Netherlands. How about you?
Yeah, it's a good weekend. I don't know what I did. What did I do?
You don't know, like you blacked out.
I went to an online wedding on Friday.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Yeah, it was really nice.
It's a nice day for online wedding.
I made like a bunch of Christmas cards and finished off some presents I was making and wrapped some presents. Went shopping Saturday night.
You went shopping Saturday night?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to go in the night instead of during the day because the shop's less busy.
Are the shops like... When you say the night, you don't mean like after midnight or something?
No.
You mean like when they properly close, like 9 or whatever?
No, they close later than that. It's a big shop. It's a 24-hour one. It doesn't actually.
So by night you mean like after 6?
Yeah,
because we have different definitions
8 o'clock. Like we left here like 7. Well, yeah, it was probably about 8 o'clock.
Okay, still not. Supermarkets here close at 9, I think. Yeah. Also, your supermarkets are open on Sundays too, right? Like that's a normal thing, or not?
Yeah, only till 4 though.
Right. Oh yeah, because I remember at Farnham, where we were studying, and Sunday it was always closed. Right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I do, because I remember like, oh shit, I should have gone to the supermarket. What am I gonna eat? That was my...
I'm looking for that super long animation to do, and I'm not entirely sure where it is. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
I don't want to do this, but it needs to be done.
Yes. This is what I was saying when I was doing the animation.
Yeah, but it's so confusing without numbers on it. That's my main issue.
I think you're going to be very thankful if I manage to do animations without you having to make new sprites for the cutscenes. Because you're like complaining that this is not my work. This is lesser pixel work.
What do you mean?
I mean that like that meeting part of the trailer.
Yeah, but what is your point?
That there's so many cutscene animations that maybe I should like make some of like already existing animations or whatever.
Oh right, yeah, but don't create ones like you did on that meeting one.
Yeah, I mean,
because it ends up not looking great. But I guess it's not noticeable. But I'm not that comfortable when I'm supposed to be the person who's credited for it, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. We'll see.
Or I'll try and keep the animations to sprites we have, because we're gonna have tons of sprites anyway. So
that would be better, but obviously it's not entirely possible.
No.
Oh, we'll just see how it goes, and if I'm overwhelmed with a lot to do, then obviously shortcuts need to be made.
So I'm excited about the conversations we had about the main story things the other day.
Oh, okay.
So don't pixel perfect animations, Costas. Yeah, like you would notice. I didn't even notice, and Sarah didn't notice until like 2 years later. They are pixel perfect.
It was pixel perfect. It's not Sarah perfect.
I should explain that it is pixel perfect is like having pixels that are like diagonal or not all the boxes pixels being the proper size, which is like exactly the same. All the boxes should be exactly the same size.
Yeah, because
when they're not, it's not pixel perfect.
When you scale things, they need to be scaled at certain ratios, I guess. Is it ratios or like what do you call it, dimensions? But if you scale it weirdly, then you start getting like a square and then rectangles and things like that.
So like if you look at the streaming screen now, the bird that Sarah is drawing and the avatar that Sarah has next to her picture, these are not they're not pixel perfect together. The size of one pixel is like bigger than the size of one pixel on the other one. That's because the resolution is like HD now. So the trick is basically to draw everything in the same resolution, so all the boxes are the same. And the way we do them is like we have it so low the resolution that you can like go over 1 pixel size, because that's the minimum you can do. Like you can go, your brush doesn't go any lower than that. So it's pixel perfect. It just doesn't look good because I didn't actually draw it like Sarah does. Like I just like do
a
collage of like all the pixels. That's why.
It didn't look good because Costas did it.
I didn't even draw a pixel line though. That's
I know. You just like Frankensteined it all together.
Yeah, I
It works. It did work. It's just if I had time, I'd rather do it myself. But obviously, if we need the shortcuts like to do it that way, then that's fine.
That was also a scene in the trailer that was like added later because we realized we need to add a few extra ones to tell the story. Also, fun fact: this will never happen in the actual game. This shot from the trailer, the two of them meet, because now we have a whole section which is playable of how they meet. Right, Sarah?
Mm-hmm. How are you doing there, VicLink? Oh, I started playing Faria. Do you know Faria?
The adventure game?
No, it's a card game.
Not Faria the Owl or whatever.
No, just Faria.
Oh, it's one of those games that you got from the bundle, right?
It's kind of confusing because it kind of feels like a good game in disguise as a bad game. Not a bad game. Sorry. As a casual game. You know, like a lot of casual games on like phones and some of the ones on like certain websites have a certain style to it of art, but they're very casual games. They're not like a game to me. That's what it kind of looks like to some degree on the outside with the UI and the title and stuff to me, because I never gave it any attention, but then I tried it out and it's actually really fun. It's basically like Hearthstone or Magic or combined, because like you have a board with like tiles and you have to put land down. Actually, like physically you choose where the land goes, so it's kind of like Magic in the sense that only certain creatures cost a certain number of land that you have to have. to play.
Yeah. So you have like resources, I guess?
You get your mana. It's not called mana, it's called something else. And you can harvest them from certain wells, and like you can move your minions you put down one a turn. So it's like it looks a lot like Hearthstone in the sense that you have your deck of cards, and if you draw more than 9 cards, your card gets destroyed, and if you have no cards left in your deck, you take damage to your face. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, there's so many card games like that are not made with cards, that are like actual video games.
Yeah,
which is weird
yeah.
for me.
But it's a nice sort of like hybrid. Is it a hybrid? Is that what you call it? It's a mix of like different ones, which is it's fun. I like it. You're on your way to work. Wait. How are you commuting and typing at the same time? Unless it's public transport, or you're commuting to your desk in your house.
Commuting from the bathroom.
I've done this before. Maybe? Ah, okay, well that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think that bit through. You might not be the one driving.
But I would have thought commuting too. Like, but the main thought was like, yeah, are you driving and texting or watching the street? It's like, oh, traffic light, I'll reply.
What's that noise?
Not me. What is it?
Sounds like something in the background on yours.
Might be my heater, but I was hoping that my microphone doesn't pick everything.
What kind of noise does it make?
Well, I mean, you're the one who called it, so you should describe it. I don't know, like a fan, but like bassy?
Yeah, I think it might be that. I don't know why I just suddenly started hearing it. Can't hear it now. Probably because you're not speaking. It's okay.
Let me check my mic options. Yes, Discord, thanks for having streamer mode enabled, although I'm not the one streaming. Okay, yeah, I'll put it back to a little bit less.
You're
sensitive.
streaming your screen to me. Technically,
yes.
you are streaming.
To you, not Discord, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it still counts.
Okay, should be a bit less. With Nevikling Stink, I read I live at home like as the first thing, and I didn't understand what the hell he's talking about. Everyone, I guess, lives at home unless they're homeless, but then I saw he lived with his mother. That's what he meant. I was like, does he mean he works at home? Drag.
You gonna try and have a less over-the-top Christmas this year?
You?
Last year I cooked a lot of food.
Oh, that's the over the top. I was like, in what aspect?
Yeah. Well, like, I guess, less people are coming around for Christmas. So.
But they're still coming.
There needs to be less people. Well, I don't know. It's either just going to be us, 5 of us. 5? Yeah. And potentially our neighbor. He's on his own, lives on his own at the moment, so, he might come. Huh?
Who?
Our neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah, his wife moved into a home, so,
Again with a home.
Different kind of
I
home.
understand what you mean.
Do you know what I mean by this kind of home?
Yeah.
Because
I live at home. I moved into a home. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but
what? She's old.
I mean, she's not super. She's old, but not super old. She's got dementia, basically. So
Right.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah,
so,
my grandma did that.
Yeah. He can't cope.
I mean,
he's also
no one diagnosed her, but it was really obvious.
Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to convince him to come around for Christmas. Because it's a bit sad if he's on his own. But some people don't mind that. He does enjoy being on his own, so I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, it must be
not,
tough though. I mean,
take
it's
some
like
around.
For Christmas especially because it's like you always associated with like being with other people and eating food.
Yeah.
So I guess, could hit more than usual.
Oh my goodness, right? I was watching Gremlins last night. I didn't watch the whole thing. We watched like half the film.
But you have seen it before, right?
Yeah, you've seen it, right?
Yes.
So the main guy is like walking down the street with the girl who he's a love interest, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what did she say? She said something about how at this time of the year not everyone's happy. And he's like, oh, I thought everyone was happy at Christmas. And she's like, no. People like normally are opening their presents whilst a lot of other people are opening their wrists. Like, the heck? I never noticed that before.
Writing.
Like,
we
what?
never noticed it before because, like, how the hell as a kid would you make the connection?
I know. It was like really not the kind of thing I'd expect in a film like that.
What a nice Christmas spirit. Hey, it's my favorite.
Oh, Potato Man.
Yeah, can you?
What's he selling this time?
Can't hear it.
Hey, Frozen Well.
Hello.
Things are going well, thanks. How are you doing?
Frozen Well.
We had quite a nice sort of break in a sense because we had to take Friday off. So we had a nice long weekend, at least from streaming. Feel a bit refreshed.
Actually, on Thursday, I managed to design an area that I was. No, I didn't manage to design an area. I managed to design an area earlier, but I did work on the next one.
The next chapter? The next
No.
one?
I'm good. Looking forward to Friday in time off, says Frozen Well. Yay. No, it's the area in the village where everything is in flames and like barbarians are invading and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So my problem is that it's such a chaotic scene. Like, it should look like it's real time, but it's also a puzzle. So I'm trying to find a way to make it look like things are happening, but you're not like hiding behind something this time because, first of all, she would be a coward if everyone is dying around her. She's just like hiding and looking.
Yeah.
So I had this idea that she's maybe stuck between two barbarians that are like trying to like attack her and get her, but just kind of like evading them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got so far.
This other game that I played. Oh, sheesh, what's it called? The Dark Chains, the Satinav. I can always think of it as Satnav, like a
Oh, you're singing syllables. What do you mean?
Hold on. Dark Eye Chains of Satinav. It's such like a mouthful of words. Yeah, the Dark Eye. It's a Daedalic game.
Oh, is it?
I think that's the one that I was playing, and there's a cool sequence where you're like, there's some orcs, I guess, but you're like, have basically walked into an orc camp. But they're like higher up, so you're lower down, so you're hiding from them and you need to not get caught. And then you go further on as well, and like you're avoiding them. It just reminds me of that to some degree. I don't know if it'd be helpful or not.
Hey, Buildosaurus.
Hello.
Yes. Show me actually, because I'm interested.
Yeah. If you remind me after, I can write it down. I'll try and find a video of it or something of someone playing it, maybe.
I'm trying also to remember like adventure games where like things are happening that feel like they're urgent, but they're actually you're standing still. Like it's the same as I think Full Throttle, the end of it. But this has like a timer where you can kind of die, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened in this one. If like you got caught.
Yeah.
I'll try and find out and can see. I can't think of anything else.
Also, the way I mapped the area is a bit confusing because like the village gate is on the right. You come from the middle and you want to go to the left. So the barbarians would be on the right, but you want to go to the left. So there must be some there though to stop you.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit confusing with the orientation. But I'm thinking if I add a puzzle here, then I don't need to add any puzzle after that. So that's kind of nice because I've been adding 3 puzzles in a row, and then you can probably watch a cutscene and it's fine. So I don't think you need, when you go to the cave after this puzzle, I think it's fine to see just like a big cutscene or whatever. It's gonna be pretty big though, but I mean, to do the art anyway.
But the cutscene's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah, because there's stuff happening in the cave. Oh no, actually, no. Actually, after that is the action sequence. I forgot about that. So, there's the cutscene, and then you go to the action sequence. You done with this? Yeah, let's. So you want numbers in this, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, probably it would help.
Yeah, if that's okay.
It is. Just keep in mind that I'm going to tell you later too, but I have some visual effects, special effects like little dust particles.
Yeah.
So they appear like randomly. They appear randomly, like here and there. But I can also go into the animation and number them differently so that you know what to copy paste every time.
Yeah, okay.
They're going to be numbered in a different color.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be helpful probably.
Yeah. But they're not always in the same spot, so you need to move them. Like it's either like under the head or under the leg, just like to make
yeah, that's okay. You can call them the same frame number if they look the same, because I'll just rename all the frames that are actually new myself, but it'll help me with creating it.
Yeah, other than that, you just need to move it to move stuff around. How are you guys? How's Buildosaurus? Is a pro streamer compared to us at least. But I know you've been streaming for like years. Not good. There's a new lockdown coming here in the Netherlands. Yeah, I read you guys had like 10,000 new cases or something crazy.
Yeah, the cases around here were like, well, around here meaning like Cornwall, I guess, and around the area that I'm in as well. We're going down, like there wasn't that much. And now it's going up again. It's nothing crazy, I don't think, but the fact that it's going up is weird. Like I don't know why it would
forgot be forgot your Dutch Buildosaurus. What city do you live in? Out of curiosity. I think you told me before though. Cases spiked, yeah. I mean, I have a friend there and he told me that it's still kind of chilled considering there's a pandemic. It's like, so maybe that might explain the...
Oh, as in like people's attitude towards it?
Yeah, like shops and going out and stuff. Unless, correct me if I'm wrong. the first thing I got. Province in Drenthe. Can't really pronounce that. As specific as I will go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was in Helversum before. Not a very exciting area, but I mean, has some nice forests around. That's kind of cool. So I need an animation from idle to this. So if you're animating someone having like a loop, an animation where someone is chatting, but you don't have the times for it, does that mean that you have no time for idle chit chat?
I was expecting a shitty pun to come.
I was building it a lot. Hey, Nathan. Oh, you're talking about me, build a source as a tourist? No, I was actually living there for a year and a half.
How are you doing, Nathan? Do you have a good weekend?
Just in time.
Just in time for the
Oh, I'm so glad you came in the perfect timing. No, I don't speak Dutch. I can read Dutch really badly and understand some of it, but yeah. As you can see, you can even pronounce the name of the province that you... Is it Drenthe? How are you doing, Nathan?
He said he's good, thank you.
Oh. Yeah, I was expanding more to, like, you know, in my head to more information. Let me grab a glass of water. Be right back.
Yeah, still working on the secret lab.
Nice. Yeah, I saw on Twitter you went on you were modeling the interior of the secret lab. Is it gonna be an abandoned secret lab? Have you played Inside? They had a cool secret lab, I remember.
What kind of game's that?
It's the Limbo sequel. Well, I mean, not sequel, but... So I think I've told you a few times because I really like it. It's like Limbo, but better and with some colors instead of black and white. The start of Inside. Well, if you actually play the end of Inside, I don't want to spoil it, but it's fantastic. It has some really nice things you don't expect. Plus a secret lab. It's not that big of a game, actually. It's kind of like completed in maybe one sitting, probably two is safer. Let's see. Was about like work on this idle animation, copy paste this idle animation, and then I got this pun in my head, and I forgot what I was doing. Fuck no, wrong copy.
I told you I was making kombucha, right?
I assume that's kind of this.
Some what?
This?
No. It's fermented tea. It's really good for, like, it has probiotics and such stuff.
How do you make it? Oh yeah, you told me that.
You make it with black tea, sugar, whoa. Why do you get spammed? Oh, it looks worse because it's doubled? Is it?
It's two different ones. I don't know why it's...
Loads of spam messages deleted. Anyways, it's yeah, black tea, sugar, and then the SCOBY, which is a symbiotic culture of bacterial, maybe yeast. I can't never remember what Y stands for. But our neighbor gave us a SCOBY. It's disgusting. It's like a massive, the one that she gave was really thick, and it was like jelly, but like really thick jelly. It looks like some weird jellyfish kind of thing, I guess. And it made kombucha super quick, because the thicker it is, the quicker it works, I guess. So we bought a big jar for it and transferred it to a bigger jar, and then we decided to get rid of the one that we were given, because you're meant to, like, every time you make it, it's like creates a new layer on the top. So we already created our own, which was actually pretty thick in itself. Like, it's amazing. So we fed it to the chickens, and I wanted to film it because it sounded hilarious. But it was raining, so the chickens were in a polytunnel. And
in a what?
A polytunnel. It's like a tunnel that's made out of plastic sheets that are kind of like wrapped over the top. Pretty big. Like it's a big thing to protect plants. That you grow plants in there. So they were hiding in there. So I chucked the SCOBY, and they didn't go for it. So then I came back later to go and check on it, and it was all gone. So I'm guessing they devoured it. I wanted to film it though. It would have been hilarious.
So many new words in this story for me. It says so you made the tea. Is it tasty?
Oh, it's so the problem is the first batch that we made, by the time, because I was waiting for the color to go lighter, because supposedly that's meant to happen, but apparently it doesn't have to. And it was already too vinegary. It tasted drinkable. Could have drunk it, but I decided not to. So now we're making a new batch, and it's been going for 2 days, maybe.
Okay.
So I don't know. It depends, because it's so thick. Well, it's not even 2 days. It's a day and 16 hours apparently. But maybe in 2 or 3 days I might check it, because we bought a big jar with a tap on it so that we can easily get some out of there to try. We'll try it. If it's too sweet, then it's not fermented enough, and if it's too vinegary, it's gone too far. But you can drink it.
It's like a ton of trouble to go for tea.
It's not for tea. It's for the probiotics in the tea.
How many servings is that?
That I've made? I made 2 liters.
Well, it produces. Okay.
I made 2 liters. I made 1 liter thinking that's plenty, but then it was like under the where the tap is on the thing. All the tea was like below it, so I thought it should be above it at least. Oh, you can tip the jar, I guess.
Are you sure it's probiotics? Because you're pretty new at this. Sounds like new biotics. He didn't answer me.
I'm also going to try making kimchi.
Ooh, nice.
Well, not the proper kimchi, because we don't tend to eat chili. But you can, well, actually, white kimchi doesn't have chili in it, and apparently that's older than the normal kimchi.
So interesting how, like, Koreans just have kimchi and, like, they have a little plate and just, like, just random kimchi in it. Just, like, to grab and eat by itself.
Well, they have loads of banchan, what the hell? Like, I know what I'm talking about. Side dishes. That is what it's called, right? I don't know why that came out. Banchan.
Mini dishes?
Yeah, side dishes. They are called banchan.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that. There's a billion tiny little plates that they bring you.
Yeah, because they spend like a day or like quite a long period of time making those as side dishes, and then they just stay in the fridge like all week. And then they have loads. Because I was wondering how the heck do they like cook that much every single day, and they don't. But yeah.
Unless you go to the restaurant, so you don't care.
Yeah, but it's pretty common.
Yeah, super common for me. There's this video I'm following on YouTube, the account with this lady with her 10 Korean cats. She was making kimchi the other day. That looked interesting. Apparently, according to her, it didn't work out very well, but it was just like a gigantic portion of. I'm not sure why it didn't work out like the recipe, but it was like this huge portion of lettuce.
Cabbage.
It was interesting to see cabbage. Yeah, it was interesting to see all the different stages that it goes through.
What stages did it go through?
I don't remember. It started green and then became red. That's what I remember.
Yeah, well, it's because you put like the chili on it.
Yeah.
Literally everything. All Korean is like chili.
Yeah, you make the chili nest and then you kind of like rub the leaves on it and then you cook them again. I'm not sure. Or if you cook them after you put it. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I mean, most recently I had it from Cannes because it was like a. It's like an Asian food.
Okay, so it's actual legit. Was it good?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It wasn't probably very fresh, but it was like spicy and like it surprisingly doesn't taste like cabbage after all this processing. It's nice.
I've only tried Cornish kimchi, so it's made in apparently the same way that kimchi would normally be made, but it's like Cornish style kimchi. It was tasty, but I don't think it was anything like what kimchi would actually be like. But yeah, once again, I don't know that I would like it because of the chili.
Well, you don't like chili or the people you eat with?
I don't mind chili. Don't like it hot. Like
I love hot food.
I don't like it too hot. Like my mum would cook food that sometimes I was the only one who couldn't eat it because it was too hot. I'd be struggling to like finish my meal. I'm like the black sheep of the family in that sense. So I like a little bit, and
my dad is the same as you.
It's easier just not to have any sometimes.
He was trying to bring you up with the right values.
Your dad?
No, your mom.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
My daughter's gonna grow up someday. She needs to face the spiciness of the world. I'm so rusty at drawing.
You're so rusty at drawing. 3 days without drawing. You can't draw anymore?
Yeah. It's also weird because the only times I draw is like to do rough stuff. I never draw like to do anything finished. Rough. So I guess everything Google is up now?
I guess. I haven't tried Google Docs. Sorry, I was just messaging my mum. I like telling her about.
Told her, I just remember you forced fed me spicy food.
Heck, did I just do? Oh, I took a weird screenshot. Yeah. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I like telling her about Theo, my friend's child who is like 1.5 or more.
Toddler.
And because you can, yeah, it's just funny because, well, not funny. It's interesting because she's trained in Montessori, which is a way of learning.
Wait, she is a girl, right?
Theo is a boy.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought. So why do you say C? Your mom.
My mom is trained in Montessori, which is a way of learning. So yeah, it's just interesting telling her what he.
Sorry, what? She's trained in a way of learning?
Montessori. It's a way of teaching children.
Oh, way of teaching. Okay.
So
you
it's
said
like,
a way of learning.
it's like,
what's he learning?
Oh well, it's a way of learning for children, but
Okay.
But yeah, I guess teaching makes more sense.
It depends on who's learning and who's teaching. Yeah.
What was I saying? Yeah, it's like preschool, but you actually learn important things there. It's just like the kind of toys and stuff you're given to play with. It's not even really toys. It's all like wooden stuff and like a lot to do with tactile and like learning numbers and other skills. But yeah.
So it's a teaching method for toddlers, what your mom knows?
I guess toddlers. It's a young age. Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, kindergarten kids. I don't know.
Like kindergarten, I think is. Because then she started teaching kindergarten afterwards, but I think that's after Montessori. I'm not sure what age Montessori goes to.
Montesaurus. Well,
Montesaurus.
I also wanted to say I'm Montessori for not knowing this.
You what?
Montessori?
Oh, flippin' heck. How's the animation coming along?
It's coming along good. I think I'm done, and now I need to number it. Jacket I'm wearing has like fake leather on it, and it's starting to come apart now. Like pieces of fake leather all over my desk. Oh yeah, on Thursday, what's the Game Awards? It's like.
Oh yeah.
Like 3-4 in the morning here. Yeah, it was cool. It was weird how they had like Christopher Nolan and stuff like giving awards. I mean, it was literally just like a video of them pre-recorded and not interacting with anyone. Because they were like, "Hi, what's his name? Hi, Chris. How are you?" And they were like, just like going to his message, whatever. The funny part I liked was Tom Holland, the guy who does Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. He was because he's playing Nathan Drake, who was like an Uncharted in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like they're making a movie now, and he's like the guy. And yeah, he said something like blah blah blah, thank you, and like he introduced after himself. He said like, so the person who's going to give the award now is the actual voice actor of Nathan Drake, this guy, whatever, I don't know his name. And then the guy took it from there, and he said, thanks, Tom. It's like, I can't wait for you to like do Nathan Drake, and every time someone Googles Nathan Drake on IMDb, your name is the first one that comes out forever from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the funny thing, because that was a guy who was known for 4 games to be doing the voice, or 5 games.
Yeah.
They had, for some reason, they had Gal Gadot and like
who?
Brie Larson.
Oh, I know Brie Larson. Who's? Okay.
Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Nolan North is a funny guy. Okay. Oh, his name is Nolan too. Yeah, I didn't mean that Nolan then, but I meant Christopher Nolan. But yeah, yeah. I mean, the Naughty Dog games are the only games that I'm considering getting. Well, I'm not considering, but I would get a PlayStation 4. Play the Uncharted games and the Last of Us games. I think, unfortunately, it was the only genuinely funny moment in the whole thing, because it felt a bit, yeah, the jokes were not very funny in general, the presentation. But there were so many trailers, though. They were like unstoppable. Nothing too great, though. The only thing that excited me was a new Left 4 Dead game. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's called Back 4 Blood. It was like 4 in the title. I don't know why it's not called Left 4 Dead 3 or something.
Right, for Alive.
Well, the second one was called Left 4 Dead 2. So maybe, because then yeah, you missed a chance to like name the 4th one. Left 4 Dead 4. Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead? What the heck?
Yeah, but I love the Left 4 Dead games. It's super cool. Yeah, Season was the...
Season?
Yeah, it looks like a Ghibli film.
Oh, that's why I think I know of it, maybe. I've heard of it, I think.
Well, it came out on Thursday, the trailer.
Then I haven't heard of it.
You've probably seen the picture or something like that.
Well, if that's the first time it's been announced, then no.
Yeah, it must have been the first time it was announced.
Who's it by? How do I find it? I can't find it. Is it just called Season?
Hard to tell. That was in game. That was animated in trailer.
In game.
Yeah, some were definitely in game. Some shots.
Oh, it's such a generic name. Not generic name. It's like such a.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No, I've never heard of it before.
Oh, Nathan linked it.
I'll have to watch it later.
Looks really pretty. I kind of liked. I mean, it wasn't a great trailer. It was like a teaser, more like that Annapurna game. That was like it was a 3D environment, but the characters were like 2D animated. That looked really interesting. I don't remember the title. It was something generic again. Yeah, it looked cool, but nothing happened. It was just like a mom and her daughter in a car and a voiceover, and that was it. Annapurna, more like hipster interactive. 2D hand at first, yeah, it looked really cool.
I'll wait to work on your next game.
Keep us slow, Nathan. That's what we always say, but it's been a billion years since we're working on this one. Pretty sure you're probably gonna finish your 3rd game by the time we're done with this. So we can keep interviewing you on your experiences with releasing games. How much development do you think you have on Chasing Static? Hey, do you have a date that you're aiming for in your head? I mean, I'm not gonna quote you if it's not that, but I'm done with this shit number. 2 months, huh? That's cool. That's cool. Exciting. If you need any testers, I know something. No, you can let us know. I mean. Yeah, you and your publishers have I'm guessing you're setting goals with them. Yay! Thank you. Nice. Yeah, thanks. I mean, good thing I'm saying it now early because I don't want to I hate doing that to developers I know when they're like running to just like trying to get everything done for release. It's just like don't want to like put one more problem in their heads of like sending me a build when they have shit to do. It's supposed to be done for October. I mean, you know, everyone can use the pandemic as an excuse now. I'm definitely using it as an excuse why we're late, even though it doesn't super apply to us. Go. Okay, now the fun part, numbering frames. Ooh. Buckle your seatbelts, everyone, because the exciting stuff are happening now. I'm guessing you're designing the game in a, I don't know if that's the correct term, chronological order, as in like in the order that you see the areas in the game and all that. I was reading some stuff on Cyberpunk now. There's like a lot of people on Twitter talking about crunching on games and all that. And some producers were saying how like if a team basically just like if a member of a team just works like a couple of extra hours every day or 1 hour just to like work in the game, then in reality this adds up to like I don't know like a few extra weeks in a year of like work that's not really in schedule. And then the game comes kind of like earlier, and then when they make their next game they miss they don't properly check how much time it's going to take because the game actually they're ahead of schedule in a way.
Why?
When someone's putting extra hours in, because if you're getting paid for 8 hours and then you stay 1 extra hour at work to like keep working on the game.
Oh, I thought they do that to meet deadlines. I thought is what you meant.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you like then if you don't take into account that people like sit extra to finish a game and you just like only count the hours that you pay for or whatever, then you tend to like mismanage the time that the game like not take into account the actual time that the game takes to work, and then you have like people being super stressed. And if you just like keep adding like more people instead of just one person taking an extra hour to finish the game, then this number like goes up greatly.
Why not take into account the extra time though? Are you saying people?
Because it's not properly like being logged in, I guess, into like data or whatever. People who are like working in studios and like video games, like Cyberpunk or whatever.
In general, people don't do it, or like
it's one of the problems of like mismanaging time and like saying this game is going to come out then, and then it takes like so much extra time when you're supposed to be polishing the game, and instead you're just like fixing bugs that are bug breaking or whatever. So we're just like trying to explain why crunches happen and like why.
But you'd think big studios would be like understand if one game takes too long. You add up the time that, like, extra time that was
Yeah,
spent
but
in it to try and factor into how long your next game might take to make.
yeah, but I guess with like people like CDI project with extra, they every extra project they do, it's like it hasn't been done before in a way, like the scope and
Okay.
all that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like kind
yeah.
of a new thing.
Yeah.
So it's not
It's
like they're in
understandable.
uncharted waters, I'm guessing. But yeah, or like The Last of Us 2, which was famously being done under crunch and people were like not
Yeah.
sleeping or whatever. I was reading a book on Pixar though, and they said like they did that with Toy Story 2, but like after they finished Toy Story 2, they were like, we're definitely looking for a way to never do this again ever. So they like sat down to like fix all the problems they had because they said, yeah, okay, the film was great, but we don't want our workers to feel like that. So they vowed to never do that again ever.
Mm.
And it's weird because like now The Last of Us won so many awards, and it feels like they're saying good job to people for crunching. Doesn't look like it's gonna fix the situation or something.
Right.
And then it's that debate, like, should you be working and making yourself like super unhealthy or whatever and destroying your life just like because the end product is worth it or not?
Mm. I don't want that to become the norm.
Yeah, like I mean, you and me, we don't really have like kids or like a full-time job or whatever. Like we could probably, if we were working in a studio like that, be working all the time. But imagine if you have kids and you have to go home and all that. Sure, the number this, I'll just go ahead and do whatever I want and you'll figure it out hopefully. It's funny getting Cyberpunk and stop me crunching. The crunch of other people like just made you. How is Cyberpunk? You playing it on PS5 or PC? I got it Thursday and it's really fun, so I haven't been working in the evenings, weekends like usual. Yeah, me and Sarah also worked in weekends, but then we figured out that it's a bit healthier not to. I mean, we still kind of work if we want to. Like, I might like check an email or something, but not like actually.
Yeah, if I need to, I would, and if I feel like it, I would. But I'm not gonna force myself to because I think I feel a lot healthier mentally if I don't and actually take a break.
Actually, last week I wanted to do game design because I wanted to build the momentum of like sitting down and writing, and I didn't want to like break it because it was going on for 2 days straight. But I felt like it was fine then. I felt like actually less pressure because we didn't have to do the stream and I didn't have anything else to do on that day, so it was only focused on that. It was nice. I usually get overwhelmed when I have other things to do on the same day.
If you feel like up for doing it, I don't see a problem with it. Because sometimes I feel like working.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I have, yeah. I feel really uncomfortable with sitting down with no internet to like write. Because then I always feel the urge to go online. Because I want to procrastinate. So I'm like, this is not natural. What am I doing sitting in silence by myself with a notebook? And it's just like, it's pressure that shouldn't be there, but it's just like, I'm afraid to start working. But if I actually start working and it's fine, then I don't really think about it as I'm doing it. But now it's going to be a bit tough because I have to sit down to do the design. And I also sort of kind of have a deadline to write some other stuff. There's some possible film thing we're doing. And I really struggle to sit down and write with that. But
I said he's doing. It's confusing when you say we're doing. I have nothing to do with it.
Well, yeah, me and my colleagues from film stuff. I'm saying we because we all write, but this time it's my time to write. my colleagues and I. Is that the proper term?
Sure. Yeah.
That I'm
doing with some other people, but yeah.
Yeah, we have finished the treatment for a film because the producer that we're pitching it, we have pitched it to, but we kind of haven't contacted him for months now. He's gonna be in Greece for the holidays, so it's a nice time to nudge him with extra stuff. I think the hard part always is that I'm getting overwhelmed with like how much I have to do. Mm-hmm. But if you actually, kind of zoom in and see kind of like the next objective you have to do, then it's way less daunting.
Because you get overwhelmed by everything and then you don't do it, and then that makes it worse because you're not doing it.
Yeah, you get paralyzed. But I think I'm starting to work this out more now. And the more I sit down to do it, the more I deal with this. So it feels less scary. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Don't need this, do I?
I never retweeted.
I don't know about you, but also after like these days we took off, I'm recharged to be working today.
Yeah, probably is.
I mean, as you've noticed, I haven't been slacking. I just went right back to work. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this kind of numbering with the loops. It works. Does anyone play the new Assassin's Creed here? That's the one I want to play. There's so many new games, but I kind of missed the last batch of new games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Death Stranding that came out on PC.
Sure, I ever play big games when they come out.
You haven't?
I'm not sure I ever have played, new big AAA game.
What was the AAA you mean?
Mm-hmm.
What was the last AAA game you played?
Don't even know.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Diablo 2 was a AAA game when it came out.
Was AAA even a thing then, though?
I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, there was no indies, I guess.
So I don't think AAA was.
If that's what you mean. Well, yeah, but if you're like the biggest company in the world, which is Blizzard, then probably. I guess AAA was Space Invaders when it came out because it was Atari. It wasn't Atari, I guess, but it was bought by Atari. I'm not sure. I mean, if you're made by Nintendo, you're probably a AAA.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember because I remember what games you play normally. I mean, you tell me about it, so I should know. I don't know. Oh, Broken Age? No, that's not AAA.
Yeah, I just don't play a lot of.
I mean, unless you have a console, which you don't. Yeah. Why would you?
Exactly. Why would I? I have no reason to. I do have a console. I've got an Xbox 360 that I do not use.
Yeah.
And even then, that I bought
Yeah,
that secondhand when it was
Game
old.
Boy. Yeah, it's a bit old, isn't it?
What? No, I said even
It's a bit
then
old,
I
yeah.
got even then I got it when it was secondhand and old.
Yeah, same for me, I think. Actually, I just remember how I got my Xbox, and that was a bit weird. A friend of mine got it for me, and I was like, okay, cool, and now I have one. And then I could get secondhand Blu-rays.
He only got it because he came to visit you, and you didn't have one, needed something to do.
He came to visit me,
buy
and
an
there was no
Xbox.
cable to play. And then he was like, yeah, whatever, I'll buy you one. I was like, what the fuck? So then we had a cable. We couldn't buy the actual cable by itself for some reason. We got what's that game with zombies in a mall? Dead. I don't know. That was really fun. Dead Rising?
Yeah, I was gonna say Rising.
I don't want to say this. Okay.
You don't want to say what? Yeah, Dead Rising.
It's a weird game. Okay, I'm exporting this. I'm warning you, I'm exporting this. I'll name this PT Skeleton Drag, I guess.
Just Amazon Drag Skeleton.
Oh. I guess. Or drag.
I woke up at like 7 a.m. this morning and couldn't get back to sleep.
Oh.
So I've had like
slept for
6 hours of sleep.
I slept for 11 hours.
Wow, what the heck, how?
I don't know, I was tired and I was like, I want to wake up earlier tomorrow, so I'm gonna sleep a lot tonight. I mean, usually I having a really hard time if I haven't slept properly to wake up on Monday in a normal time, because then I'm like struggling for the rest of the week. The worst is when I wake up and then we have to stream in an hour, and I'm like, what? Where am I? What do I have to do? Savvy. Cool. Safe drive's working. Yay. One more animation is done, and it's in drive for you to download.
Thanks. Do you mind sending me a link?
No. I have to earn it. Wait once.
You just said you didn't mind. Huh.
I said no, you have to earn it.
No, you
but
said
now
no.
said...
I asked if you minded. You said no. Huh.
No, I actually do mind. Get it? Wait, it's still uploading. So a sec.
Oh, by the way, I still haven't printed that poster. I made a poster for a friend.
Oh, yeah?
Can't actually talk about it now because I told her about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I told her about it because it was gonna cost a lot of money when I got the invoice sent through.
Yeah.
Because it didn't include tax before, and obviously shipping's quite a bit because it's a poster tube is kind of big. So we talked about the size. I showed it to her. She liked it a lot. And
yeah. You can start a stream then.
Going for a slightly smaller size, and it will
oh, you mean not an A? What was it? A4 before?
A2
or A3? Oh wow, that's huge.
Well, I only had the choice between A3 and A2, which is a big gap, like a big jump. A3 was too small, so poster size. I mean, it's like A2, but we've decided on in between because the place I was doing didn't have in between. So I'm gonna go with the other place that has a sale on.
We posted an A2 for our Theropods poster, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Which is big, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyways,
can you want to sell?
Basically, it's an animal alphabet.
You want to sell on stream because it's for a toddler, so.
I hate showing pictures on here because it doesn't show it pixel perfect unless I zoom in correctly.
Oh no, Nevikling is gonna be upset about the pixel perfectness.
But yeah, it's like that. Zoom into the right. When is it ever going to be correct?
I mean, it might be correct, but it's so tiny that I don't think anyone can tell what it is.
An alpaca, a bear.
Yeah, I was telling Sarah how I would love a game with these graphics.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
I think you zoomed in. Okay, a bit too much now, but yeah, no, it's fine. It's so ridiculous. Kuana. I like how you did an actual eye for the lion. You usually don't. Ooh, the monkey is cool. I didn't even know the quail. I mean, I'm still not sure what the actual bird is, but
it's a little cute small bird. Like people tend to eat quail's eggs. They're like tiny little eggs.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Ooh, rabbit's cool. Yeah, I like how you add the unicorn in there. Just for like.
Well, you like the unicorn, not the xenomorph.
You didn't go there yet, but now you are.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't think of anything else with Z?
Oh, everyone puts X-ray fish, and I hate that.
X-ray fish?
Yeah, I don't even think it's a proper thing. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Less exciting.
I don't like it. No, it is a thing. But yeah, I don't like it. So yeah, I need to once again, I need to change the dimensions and everything so that it fits. And it's I'm going with that place that calls it a photo poster. So fingers crossed it's fine, but it's considerably cheaper, so I don't mind as much if it doesn't come out right. But yeah, fingers crossed it does. So it might not get there for Christmas, but there's another present that he'll get, so it's fine. Whoa! Thanks for the raid.
Hey.
Jeez, thanks so
Hello.
much. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
For anyone new, we're streaming. Sorry?
I'm trying to read the name.
It's like apocalypse. Chaoclips. There we go. Yeah?
The first times just to get the rest, to stall to get the next one.
So yeah, for anyone new who doesn't know what we're doing, we are working on a game called Theropods. It's a point-and-click adventure game full of dinosaurs. And yeah, we're just working on it at the moment. Costas does the rough animations, and then I take his rough animations and I turn it into pixel art.
Make them less shitty. Yeah, we're making sprites difference right now.
Super appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, we're hoping to release in next year. I was gonna say 2021. Next year.
In the future, it's more accurate. Yeah. Sarah is doing the coding as well for the game, but we decided not to code on stream because it requires so much concentration that we can't do it yet. At least at some point we have to do it. Though.
We tried it, but it's yeah. I struggled way too much. I wasn't that productive.
Clip says I do art and game dev as well. Graduated recently, and I've started doing solo indie dev. Ooh, nice. You have a game where you? I mean, I'm assuming you have a game we're working on. You wanna? Can we link Sarah and chat? How does it work now?
Oh yeah, if you want to link anything, just let me know and I'll permit it for like a minute or something like that. That's how it works.
How do people let you know? Vocally in chat, or do you send a request?
Oh no, just like type in chat and then I'll permit it.
Oh, I see.
You code on stream and it bores a lot of people.
All right. Well, I mean, usually with me and Sarah, I tend to like talk while she codes, but also it's still tough, and I understand that. I tried doing a puzzle design while streaming, and I was like, I couldn't concentrate for like more than 30 seconds. Stop doing that too.
Let me.
Oh no.
Clips. I'm gonna allow you to. Hold on. Let me work out how.
Yeah, Yukio is calling out.
You can try linking now. There we go. For the record, he's lying. We're lying about people getting bored.
Oh.
Ooh. Well, this isn't actually killing the stream.
Alpaca lips.
What the heck? Is that like a little alpaca?
Wow.
That's amazing.
I like how it's a baby alpaca too.
That looks fun.
Wow, that looks really cool actually. There's so many shit happening on the screen at the same time. It looks like a Super Meat Boy with an alpaca basically.
Yeah. Damn, you done lots of stuff.
I'm still at the alpaca one.
I'm skimming.
Ooh, nice.
I'll look properly later.
Oh, you got a lot of different styles. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You definitely seem like you have a coding background. Man, your games look a lot of fun. Nice. There's a lot of particle work there, which is pretty fun. Like makes everything super exciting. Well, that card game look cool. That's a smart idea. He has a little letter that's like you're the wind, and you're trying to get it to blow into like your through obstacles to like from a guy to a girl. Oh, it's some pixel art too. Nice, super cool stuff. Do you do everything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you work with others or is it solo? Ooh, thanks for the follow. I need to download that animation at some point. Some of the projects are in C++. Those are in Teams though. Cool.
Nice, nice. You've also done like game jams and stuff? Usually work solo or one other person, though some of these were teams or school. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean you're definitely Game designer, can't say anything about that. 20 game jams. Yeah, you gave off the game jam vibe because it's you seem to love testing different ideas from the portfolio.
It's such a good way to get like lots of games out there to test stuff.
Yeah, Sarah has done 2 game jams, right? And I've done 1, which is the same as you.
Oh yeah, I have done 2. Well, I was gonna say 3.
Yeah, really cool stuff, man. Trying to settle down and work on larger games, though. Yeah, I mean, we've been working on our game for 5 years, so not full time, let's say, just to make it sound less embarrassing. But if I could, if I knew that it was going to take too long, I would probably aim for a shorter game. Is the truth.
Yeah, it's probably the better way to start.
Yeah, but KO Clips seems to be doing it the right way because he gets really comfortable with doing small projects.
Yeah.
So that means that he's getting a lot of experience. We're doing it the other way. It's like, let's make a big one and then we'll worry about small games. Okay, so next animation. What's the next one? I think it's kicking down the skeleton. Black skeleton.
Last skeleton animation.
Just light my screen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's kicking it. So your workflow is from animate, flash to sprite. Super interesting. Wow, you're the first person who called both of our software. Everyone's asking us. Yeah, that's because I started doing traditional animation, but I'm not pixel artist. And Sarah's a pixel artist, but she also she has a stop motion background animation, which is like a different beast.
Beast.
It is like I wouldn't be touching stop motion animation literally because you have to touch everything. So yeah, I have no patience for polishing art, and Sarah does, so it worked kind of perfectly to combine our workflows. And then I also do the game design. I mean, Sarah does game design with me, but as she's like coding, which is so much work to do, I tend to do the puzzle design. And it's also a point and click game, so it's not because I don't have a programming background, so it's easier for me to just work everything out in pen and paper with puzzles because I don't have any crazy mechanics to think about or whatever, or physics.
Yeah, it's a weird workflow. I don't know if anyone does this. It's strange.
What is it? Exclamation mark Theropods? What do they type, Sarah, in chat for the links?
Exclamation Theropods. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, here are a few links. Maybe you can check out the trailer and stuff if you want. Beep boop. It says.
It seems less weird now because it's more weird now because the name of the bot's disappeared. A bot was called Beep Boop.
A background in digital painting. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, I usually tend to do because I have an animation background, I tend to do animatics and rough animations to show that this is what the game is gonna look like in the end. So I'm just thinking little movies basically to show to a programmer or whatever what it's gonna look like. I mean, you could ask me why don't you program, and I'm gonna reply that why are you asking me personal questions now? We just met. So. The proper answer is
you're actually just making up a dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, it's faster to just answer myself. I can't be bothered to code is my response to your very nice question that you never asked. Okay, I need to get out of this animation. I need the last 2 frames, 1 frame. Pretty sure we have a kick animation.
There's a kick in the tree animation. There's a kick in the tree animation as well, so probably that one. From the game jam that we did.
Yeah.
No.
She kicks a few different ways. The thing is, she needs to kick low.
Yeah. See, the thing with programming is that we're using Adventure Game Studio, and it's mainly because we had issues with programmers.
Yes, we if you don't know any programmers in real life that are I guess not only good but just trustworthy, I guess, so they don't like leave halfway through the project, which we never had. That was an issue. So then Sarah was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna learn how to code," and I was like, "Cool, Sarah, thanks."
We'll learn to code using AGS, Adventure Game Studio. So yeah, that's
I can make music, but I'd rather get someone who knows how to make music instead of my bleep loops. When I say I can, I mean I can like good, something
yeah, it's
that sounds
like I could do the background art. It would be like the quality of the game jam, which to me isn't good enough, but our background artist Matt can do them so much better. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you say that, it sounds like we have a huge team, but it's us two, Matt, who does like extra pixel art, mainly the backgrounds, and some coding, because he's really good at AZS. And then we got Zach, who does music and sound effects. And then one voice actor, because we don't have any dialogue in our game. It's like primitive people were just like kind of talk like The Sims. So we still have voice acting, but they don't say anything. They just like make sounds. It's technically how you talk too, but you get my point. Okay. As you can see, I have a background here I'm working on, but it's like horrible because I just did it rough, and then we're gonna have a proper one. But I needed something like a placeholder for the animations.
Mm-hmm.
So many different areas in this game. Oh, I still need to start doing this dinosaur in the cave. I mean, it's gonna take me a couple of days maximum to finish with this pterodactyl. Let's see. Please. Oh, thanks, Gabe. I love 2D animation. I love games that use 2D animation. I mean, like, I guess the most recent super successful one was Cuphead, but even like when I see that, I'm like, holy shit, that's so much work. Insane amounts of work, but yeah, I love 2D animation. Okay. Have you been streaming for a long time? We are relatively new to this, aren't we?
Yeah, like a
barely couple of months, I guess.
Couple of months, yeah.
Ooh, nice. Nice. So we're like slightly more weeks than you older in this. How do you find it? Because we're pretty new at this. Did you already have like people following you from your game jams and games and stuff, or was it like I guess friends from college? Also, me and Sarah met in college, but we were doing animation, not game development. But then we were like, wait a minute, game development has animation. What if we combine them? And then we're like, we need a programmer. And I was like, oh shit, we do. Actually, it's interesting because the segue to like from animation to games was like from Newgrounds more or less for me. Because they also have games there. And it was like, okay, there's a lot of people who like animations. There are programmers on there. I'll message one.
Was
That's why I'm doing Flash, by the way. So I started Newgrounds.
Arm Profit a game jam?
Huh? Arm Profit, yeah?
Was it a game jam?
Yes.
So you've also done two?
Well, I wouldn't call it a game jam technically, because you didn't really have a deadline. I mean, you had a rough deadline, but the concept was like you have a team of 3 people to do it. So the theme was like 3.
Yeah.
So kind of it was, but it was also a sponsored thing. So I'm not sure. What do you call it? I say sponsored thing. That's like those things that existed when Flash was alive. 10 years ago, yeah. Which is also, it's fitting to talk about Flash because Flash like just literally released their last update this month, and then they stopped like updating it forever. Yeah, Flash player. We stream daily, like weekdays. We decided not to stream on Wednesdays now, so it's like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. For about 2 hours, 2.5 maybe.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3 maybe.
Yeah, poor Flash. I mean, I'm technically still animating in Animate, which used to be called Flash. Surprised to go on Newgrounds to see so many Flash games still. But I guess with Unity now, you just click export to Flash and it's no harm done, right?
Don't know how easy it is.
I think it is. I mean, that's the thing with Unity. You can just like click export and it does it everywhere.
Flashpoint. Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Oh, is it a website? Flashpoint comics, not that probably. Flashpoint. No, DC. Yeah, it coincides to be a DC comic book, which doesn't help with the search results. Unity can export Flash. Oh, right. Is that though kind of like the same workflow to export for like a website that plays Flash? Because I was looking into it for. I was looking into it actually. Flashpoint Blue Maxima. Okay, that might help. Ooh, a web game preservation project. Games list. Do you think my game is on there? 3D Group GX. 3D, okay. My game is on there.
Yeah.
By Sitting Swarm. But technically he uploaded it.
Is my demo on there?
Wow, it's a huge list. Jesus. It's probably every Flash game ever made. So I'm guessing you studied game development. I think it's going to be off soon. It's pretty late here in Singapore. Ooh, Singapore. Oh, I'll be going off soon. But it was super cool talking to you guys. Hope you catch the stream in the future. Nice. Yeah, thanks for telling and rating and talking to us. And yeah, you're probably our first Singapore viewer. I mean, at least that said so in chat.
Yeah.
I'm also going to start streaming Game Dev Daily starting tomorrow, actually. So hope we can encourage each other.
Yeah,
Yay,
that'd be
nice.
awesome.
Let me wait. I'll follow you so I can get notifications, I guess. Yay. There we go. Nice. Yeah, nice to meet you. Thanks for telling.
Yeah, thanks for the raid as well. Thank you very much.
I am going to the bathroom for a sec. I say it's nice meeting other game devs.
Yeah.
And what I missed of not being able to travel and all that. So also that's how I started doing films. I was like really enjoying meeting people who also are making films.
Yeah.
But not like indie filmmakers. I mean, like me, not like meeting Hollywood directors.
Right.
I guess it's the same as like not meeting AAA game developers. It's gonna be interesting. So the skeleton hanging. It's gonna be hard, but I just have to hang in there.
Is that a joke?
Yep. Just hanging out. Is that a joke? That's the response I want every time when I say jokes. This scene is getting out of hand.
Oh, there's too much going on.
Yeah, every time I have to like guess which frame to click. But at least I'm keeping like the whole chapter here. Not the whole chapter, but the whole sub-chapter into like one. Oh shit, is it long enough now to be used as ladder? Hopefully.
Oh, did you not check when you did it?
Well, I mean, it was the same height, the skeleton, but I remember I put really long wings so that it would hang for long. Like, that would be half height. So we'll figure it out now.
Mm-hmm.
Let us see. Okay, so
Theropods Game Jam was programmed by Seething Swarm.
Seething Swarm. Seething Swarm is that guy who used to be ultra super active. Like he was making his own games, and then he took a break for a few years. Huh?
The hobo ones. What were they called?
The Hobo Brawl. I think he made a lot of like beat 'em up games. He made tons. He made so many sequels. I'm actually gonna link you to his Newgrounds page because that's where all his games are on Flash. And then we did want to work with him, but like number one, he was he said he only knew how to program in Flash, and we couldn't really keep flashing. If we wanted a bigger release for this game, and also, yeah, he stopped making games for a few years, and now I think he taught himself a game maker, but we've already,
He's also doing pixel art too now, which is also
he's really good.
Yeah.
He's also doing a game with dinosaurs in pixel art. He's really good with pixel art, just considering that he just started learning.
Yeah, definitely.
He also did everything in his games. I'm not sure if he even did the music, but yeah, super talented guy. Yeah, we were really. That's one of the reasons that we got really late in like doing all this game, because we didn't have a programmer. We actually had a few programmers over the years, but they decided to like stop working on it because we were taking our sweet time and they weren't really that interested, I guess, after a while. Plus, the easy part for them to break it up was because we never met them like in person. Like two of them were from Canada and two from Brazil, so we never actually.
It's really hard to ask someone to help you make beginnings of a game for free until you actually can pay them to.
What usually I mean, it's not like we said we're gonna pay you. We were upfront about this, that when we have money we're gonna pay people. Which is kind of what we're doing now, thankfully. So at least the people that stuck with us are we're very thankful that they did, and now we're
not doing that anymore. We can pay people now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're doing now.
Oh, right.
We can pay the people that we told them that we're going to pay them, and we are.
Yeah.
But I think what happened with those programmers were like they started realizing that this is actually such a huge thing to take on, and maybe not do it anymore. What kind of annoys me is that I understand this, and but we tried multiple times to tell them, look, man, if you're actually having trouble with this, let us know so that we know what we're doing with this. And we're like, no, it's fine, I'll work on it. And then they weren't, so it was like we were in this limbo when we were waiting for them to work, and they said they were, and they weren't, and they were like, what are we gonna do now then? Especially if you're working with a new person, like have to give them the benefit of the doubt, obviously, because you don't know them. Also, that was on me because I picked